So Asa, how is the pre-draft process treating you?
The pre-draft process is amazing. I'm loving it up here in California. I'm surrounding myself with great people.
Tell me about your day-to-day.
Yeah, so I wake up 6:45. So when the alarm goes off, I get here around 7:45. Get my breakfast in. Get on the court around 8:30. Get my warm up in for an hour, and I do drills, combine drills. I do ladders. Just getting my footwork ready, and I do a lot of balance work. 9 to 11 or 9:30 to 11 is when I start on the court and get my shots up. Come back at 12, get some lunch. Then at 1 I do my weight program. 2 o'clock is recovery. Then I come in around 6 o'clock and get more shots up 3 times a week.
What's the biggest focal point for you in terms of getting ready for the NBA?
Yeah, I just think that showing myself who I am, proving to myself every single day, doing the same thing. Because right now I'm a professional, and professionals do the same thing every single day. So it's just consistency with my 3-point shot. I feel like I have huge strides in that. My ball handling is getting stronger, and I'm getting stronger in the weight room as well.
What do you think you can show NBA teams that they don't already know about you?
That I can attack mismatches, I can guard multiple positions, and I can space the floor with my 3-point ability.
You had a great freshman season. You led your team to the NCAA tournament. You with leading scorer, leading rebounder. How would you describe your season at Georgia?
Yeah, it was an amazing accomplishment getting my team back to March Madness, and we tell each other all the time. We're setting the standard for Georgia basketball now. It's a tournament team every single year, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
What's the biggest thing you need to work on to reach your full potential?
I got to get stronger. I got to put more size on me. And my 3-point shot got to be knocked down.
Where does your athletic ability come from?
My parents. My dad has had me in the weight room ever since I was little. He was a CrossFit coach, so I was in the gym always doing CrossFit. My mom was a soccer player. My brother, he's really athletic as well, and those are the 2 people I get it from.
What about your motor? Where does that come from?
That comes from my brother. Seeing him go as hard as he can in every single thing that he does on the court and off the court, I wanted it to be like my big brother.
How much are you watching the NBA playoffs right now?
I'm watching every single game. I try to learn as much as I can. I'm loving. I love the Lakers and the Timberwolves series. Jaden McDaniels is someone who I've been watching. He's been attacking Luka, taking him off the dribble. He's not an overly strong guy, but he's attacking the mismatch.
What are you seeing there in terms of how a guy like you can fit into the NBA game early on in your career?
Yeah, I'll just say showing the coach that I can win. I'm a winner. I did it at Montverde. I did it at Georgia, and being a locker room guy, character and morale goes a long way. You can't have a lot of darkness in your locker room. You have to keep it upbeat.
When did you first realize that you might be able to make a living as a professional basketball player?
I'll probably say when I got my first D1 offer from Coach Eric Pastrana, my freshman year. I was like, okay, wow, I can't believe that, getting that little bit of dopamine, from getting your first offer. I felt like I could, take it a long way.
Were they at Florida at the time?
No, so Coach Pastrana was at Oklahoma State.
Okay. Wow, so a while ago.
We got big ties, for sure.
How did he hear about you?
I think it was from my AAU coach, Daryl and Lee Loper. I think he got it from there.
What was your reaction when they called and offered a scholarship?
At first, I didn't think it was real, and, it was a surreal feeling. Getting at such a young age, I was in my room actually watching Oklahoma State practices because I was just so excited to get to the next level.
When did you first dunk?
I think it was my 8th grade year going to my freshman year, summer.
Were you always tall and athletic for your age?
Yes, I was.
What kind of player were you growing up?
I was a post player majority of my career. In middle school, I was stretching the floor a little bit. Also, at Choctaw, I was kind of like a really, really skinny big, so I'd say a big the whole time.
Who are some guys in the NBA that you really enjoy watching?
I watch Giannis a lot. I like how he gets downhill, uses his body. And, similar when he got to the league, he wasn't, overly strong. He was in the weight room a lot. He was in the gym. And I feel like I can, transform my game like him.
How important is it for you to get drafted really high?
I would say it's fit over pick. I wouldn't say that is my number one goal. I just want to go in to wherever God leads me because I'm in the palm of his hand at all times to, go out and show my capability.
How much do you stay in touch with your teammates at Mount Verde?
Oh, I keep in touch with them all the time. We have a group chat that we, always text in daily.
Cool. Great stuff, man. Thanks so much.
Yes, sir.